looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Hey, yeah, driving, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace.
Whoops, here we go live, Full Throttle TV. Welcome back. Tonight we got Verdane Racing and the Rent-A-Race Car Super Speedway Series. Of course, a champion here will get that gorgeous championship belt, as well as getting a chance to race a real race car down at Stafford Motor Speedway. And that's going to be a great trip for someone to get. Tonight, we've got the Low Budget TV 225 live from Daytona. Should be another great one. These guys at Verdane put on one hell of a show. Casey, they're going to do it again. You just know it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see these cars 3 wide. These guys make it real exciting.
You absolutely do. Take a look in at the track here. Taking a look at Joe Branch right now out there practicing around. Let's take a quick look on their points here, Casey. As we look up, we got Wes Hogue leading the way here with a 3-point lead over Jonathan Goke. Jared Bolliard in third, or tied for second there, 3 points back. Sean M. Butler, Alec Karen, Joe Morganti, Paul Strickland Jr., Eric Wineland, Joe Branch, and Eric Branley rounding out your top 10. Those top three got quite a battle, Casey, and you know, guys like Sean M. Butler, Alec Karen, Joe Morganti, Paul Strickland, they gotta have big nights tonight.
Right, and with just five races to go here, I mean, 3 points separating the top three guys. That's awesome. It's going to be a real good battle, and man, you're so close. These guys are so close to having a chance at the belt and the prize and everything. That man, it's gonna be real exciting.
Yeah, it really is. As we check in on our race weather here, we got track temp at 86, air temp 77. Ideal racing conditions today, nice and sunny. I mean, it says partly cloudy, but the sun is out currently. It looks like a beautiful day for racing out there. And we'll get right into our keys to the race here. So tonight, we got a few extra laps to run tonight. We're going to do 90 laps, so fast repairs can come in. We only have one fast repair on the car here, and track position is going to be big as well. Coming to the end, you want to set yourself up. We've seen races where fuel mileage was a concern. We've seen races where they've ended under caution, so you've got to get up there before the end of the race. And of course, to go with that, pitting always big, especially if we happen to go have a green flag stop. It's unbelievably huge.
Right, that's the biggest thing for me. I think we're gonna have some green flag pit stops tonight. Um, just make sure you're getting in there aggressive. You know, no, don't lose much time and try to come out with the.
Yeah, definitely. We look in on our race analysis. 90 laps, 225 miles. Of course, the track length, 2.5 mile oval here. We got 31 degrees of banking on the turns. And this place was opened back in 1959. I think by a couple of moonshiners. I don't know. You remember they started out on the beaches here at Daytona, Casey.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be something to try out on iRacing?
Yeah, it really would. They should bring in a beach. That would be really something.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I mean, I know we have some rally stuff, but I thought, man, that'd be pretty cool. Hey, they're gonna bring Coca-Cola Speedway, do something like old Daytona. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, that'd be truly awesome. Right now, we're just watching. I'm not sure who we're watching here. I think this is Boucher out there. He's in the 23. As he's riding that high line, getting up close to the wall. I imagine we'll see some people up there. They like to go 3 wide here, Casey. I'm sure we'll see that outside line tried a few times.
Absolutely, these guys, they're real, really good at what they do, and man, I'm sure they're going to get that outside line working pretty good in these cars. So look for it. I think near the end of the race, you're going to want to be on that outside line if you get enough cars.
Yeah, Cup cars, really racy these days. I look for that line to get moving, and I don't know about the very high side, but I think if you're talking 2 lanes and you're coming down to the green, it's going to be the outside is where you want to be. You either want to be first on the inside or you want to be on the outside where you can move around. So lots to think about, lots to decide as you drive around a place like this on a super speedway. But more than anything, these guys got to be clean tonight. I mean, they got one fast repair. They got a long race tonight, and we know how aggressive they run. So if you get involved early, it's really going to be a detriment to how aggressive you can be later.
Right. Probably expect some of these guys to take it a little easy, let the race settle in for the beginning part of the race. I'd imagine we have 80 laps tonight, so yeah, one fast repair should be some strategy. Just kind of keep your cars clean, so should be a good one.
Yeah, well, talking about settling in and getting ready, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett low. 4 wide at the stripe. For all his work here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
All right, welcome back to the Renter Race Car Super Speedway Series. Tonight, the low budget TV 225 from Daytona, as the guys have settled in here and just completed their qualifying efforts, and we'll get you a rundown of the starting order right shortly. Just taking a quick look around the board here, Casey. We got, Gokes up there in third, and Kusan. We've seen him around the top a lot. Vaselli. Of course, Paul Strickland Jr. starting at the back again.
Yeah, it could be a strategy move there. We know Paul likes to take it easy, save the fast repairs. So.
Yeah, he really does, and it's paid off for him somewhat. He's about 5th or 6th in the points. I don't know. I'm so conflicted when it comes to Daytona and these super speedway races, whether I want to ride around the back, whether I want to ride around the front. Really depends on how much switching there are. If you could get a car that can get out to the front and stay out front where it's safe, that's fine. But a lot of these cars now, there's such big runs, you're only in the front for a lap or two, and then you're in traffic again.
Right. It's very with this cup package, we're gonna be switching leaders every lap, so I don't know. There's no safe place here tonight, so just kind of watch your P's and Q's. Maybe stick to the inside line where you can get out of trouble a little bit easier, and yeah.
Yeah, so we see him lining up here on pit road. Looks like Sean M. Butler is going to be our pole sitter tonight. Dragon Eddie with a nice run up there. I don't see Wes Hogue out here.
I don't think he made a run in qualifying. I'm not sure though.
So he is there. Wes Hogue sitting back in 18th place, our points leader. And interesting call for him to not make a run here. He's obviously thinking what I am. This is a longer race tonight. He's going to play it a little safe, a little conservative, and save that stuff for later in the race. I think it's a decent call here. But right now, let's get into our starting lineup here. So on the pole, Sean M. Butler with a time of 47.187. Great job starting up front. On the outside of row 1 is a 14 of John R. Dragonetti. Jonathan Goat is starting in 3rd spot in that familiar 24 paint scheme. Eric Wineland will start in 4th in the 21 machine. Starting in 5th will be Joe Branch. And in 6th place is Logan Kress, last week's winner. The 23 of Boucher is going to be starting in 7th. Keenan Couson is going to be in the 8th spot. A couple of Canadians there. Alex Vaselli will be starting in the inside of row number 5. Alec Karen will be on the outside of row 5.
Joe Morganti will start 11th, Joshua Stiles in 12th, David Rosenblum in 13th, Brandon Cruz in 14th, Brad Patton 15th, Riley Roush in 16th, Jared Boyard in 17th, Wes Hogue in 18th, Ben Atkins starts position 19, Josh Batista in position 20. Paul Strickland Jr. starts 21st, Eric Brantley in 22nd, and Kyle Camper rounding out your field in 23rd.
Alright, as we get ready, we're going green right off the start here. Quick start for the guys as we get her going here as the 32 of Sean M. Butler leads him down here into corner number 1.
Yeah, look, 24 giving a nice good push here. He's going to pull out and try to take the lead down the backstretch, maybe.
Wow, as you see these guys already 3 wide, bouncing around in the middle. My goodness, the 32 down low. You got Goke in the middle, the 21 of Eric Wineland's up high with the 14 now of Dragonetti. Amazing races here on lap number 1 as they're 3 wide.
Very good car control by these guys. Man, what a great first lap that was.
Unbelievable. As you see, Goke's already pinching down, trying to side draft. We got guys scraping the wall on the high side. Here comes the 6 of Riley Roush.
He started 16th spot, and he's right up there, the lead back. Almost the front.
We seem to have a little problem on the outside lane there. I think someone had lost their connection there, kind of spooked you guys. Jonathan Goke tearing up that outside there. He's got lots of people following. Oh, and he's right down there, pinching down too low, the 24. We got contact, people spinning all over the place. Carnage on the track. Wow.
Wow, indeed. You know, that's Jonathan Hughes right there in the points battle. So this is really early for him to get involved in.
As we take a look in here at it, not sure, we might be too far back here. Yeah, we were a little far back there. All right, here we go as we see Jonathan Goke pushed by the number 6 car coming up the middle. 31 eases just to touch up the track and gets him. but go pinching down low like that. I mean, you're putting yourself in harm's way. Being in a tight points battle like this, Casey, that's a little risky there.
Right. That's these Jonathan has done good all year by being aggressive and stuff like that. So I mean, it could hurt you and it could reward you. So unfortunately, it hurts him right now, but we'll see how he does the rest of the race. Lucky he has that fast repair. He can re-strategize here. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, and he's going to be using that fast repair immediately. That was one of our keys to the race. Here we are on lap 4 of 80, and he is already using that repair. That is going to be extremely costly.
Yeah, it really is. It's really unfortunate. I mean, you'd hate to use your. It's pretty much almost like they don't have a fast repair because of how early it is.
Like,
So it's really big disadvantage.
it really is. As we, looking back on that wreck or thinking back on that wreck, you know, the 31, yes, he moved a little bit off the line, but it's to be expected. You look at cold tires, it's only the first few laps. He barely moved, but Gok was right there. I mean, I hate to be harsh on Gok, but it's just too early to be racing like that, in my opinion, and he's going to pay the price for that. We'll see if he can come out. He's a heck of a racer, and he's done a great job this season. I'm thinking he might be able to recover, but only time will tell. And I'm not sure. Go ahead.
I think he has a great opportunity to come back here. He's always fast here, and if he just stays out of trouble, he'll be right there at the end. So just as long as he stays out of the next wreck.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about who else really got damaged and had to use repairs there, but there was definitely several cars. I know there's guys in the pits like Joe Branch, Vaselli, Patton. Styles looks like he's been hurt. Boucher's hurt.
Yeah, Morganti, he definitely used up fast repair. I'm gonna check and see who else.
Looks like the 13 still sitting on pit road. Alec Karen. As we see these cars cycle around and try and reorder the field here as Sean M. Butler continues to lead here. Looks like Riley Roush is going to take second spot. Logan Kress he was the one down on the bottom that started that. He's going to be up here. Dragonetti's going to be up here.
Yeah, and Paul Strickland Jr., he decided to stay out. Little strategy was lead that lap. Good on.
Yeah, always good.
Point.
Really smart move. Grab a point. I'm imagine he's coming back in, or is he the race leader here, staying out and not pitting at all?
I think he's ready to go. We got the one to go here, so he's staying out, and I think it's a good call. It's way too early. I mean, unless there was some kind of fuel mileage, but it's way too early to worry about that. So I think it's a good move.
Yeah, good move. Can't worry about gas mileage at this point. And from what we just seen, you've got to think that's not our last caution, Casey.
Yeah, this package, man, it just breeds 3 wide, so we should see a lot of that tonight. It's going to be hard to not want to go because you get to run. The car sucks up to the car in front of you so quick that you just hate to just take your foot off the gas, but sometimes you'll have to do that, and sometimes you'll go for that run on the outside.
As this field gets bigger and bigger every week here, we're up to 23 cars. I'm sure we're going to be pushing 30 by the end of this season. And these guys, they do a great job out here, man, but they race hard, and we certainly appreciate it. And the green flag already down. Such quick greens here after that car comes off. Paul Strickland Jr. will lead him down. That's going to be Butler behind him, and Camper Crest, Dragonetti in the top 5. Don't look now. Wes Hogue, our points leader, has already climbed up the board.
Yeah, and he did a great job avoiding that wreck last on that lap 3 or whatever it was. So he's good for the night so far for no fast. The 31 and then the 32 made contact on that restart there. A little damage on the 31 front end, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad.
As we've seen the line kind of form up and go around Paul Strickland Jr. in the 94 car. No friends for the rental race car out there.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. He might just settle in here on the inside line. So he's doing a good job out.
Well, he's got Rowdy on his bumper now, Wes Hogue, and he'll help him back up here as he's top 3 trying to check out. Not going to be able to do it though. This group's going to come back up as I think they've decided to calm down slightly. But you're right, that 31, he's still going.
Yeah, last week, man, he was always wanting to be out there in the front. So I'm not sure what his strategy is right now with a little damage on his front end.
Oh, and we see Strickland get a little wobbly there. We see someone else coming down pit road, apparent penalty or something at the back there. Maybe you check in on who that is, Casey. Looks like Kyle Camper. Right now, you got the 32 of Sean M. Butler leading with Logan Crest pushing, but the outside starting to form up here. We got the Paul Strickland Jr. and the 22 of Brad Patton working that high line. They're getting a little help now from Jared Bolliard, who's hopped up there as well. So Sean M. Butler continuing to lead that inside lane. Really impressive work this week from the 94 of Paul Strickland Jr. Loved seeing him at the front here battling instead of taking it easy at the back. Looking really strong tonight.
Yeah, he was looking good in practice too. I think he was one of the faster guys. Man, this looks awesome. Hope he has a good finish out of this. He's doing pretty good.
When we see the cars in the high side, looks like Bolliard wiggling around in that Xerox machine a little bit. See a little damage on, looks like Brandon Cruz up there perhaps.
Yeah, a little bit of damage on the rear end there. I'm sure he's saving that faster car. His car looks fine.
So here we are, forming back up, getting ready to go 3 wide again. These guys, they don't mess around out here, man. They come here to race. Someone's gonna stick it in that middle lane soon.
Yeah, I look for maybe West to take a shot at trying to get up there to lead a lap and then we get to the front and settle in with him being in the points battle here.
Yeah, West not choosing to qualify tonight, starting back in 18th place, our points leader, as we see someone jump to the high side back there. Band and Cruz jumping down. I just love watching these cars on those straightaways as they make those moves in and out of different lines. You know, it looks risky from up here, but it's really not. They're just doing a great job down there, picking and choosing their line, almost like you would on a freeway, trying to find that fast lane to move forward.
Yeah, and here comes Logan Crest, looking to take the lead.
Yeah, Logan Crest in the 31, last week's winner, always looking to take the lead. He's not going to hold back. He's going to be going from lap 1 on. Yeah, he's jumped up in front of Paul Strickland Jr. So we see an airplane coming for a landing there. So right now, Sean M. Butler, Logan Kress, Paul Strickland Jr., John R. Dragonetti, Brad Patton, Wes Hogue, Jared Bolliard, Eric Wineland, Alex Vasilio, and David Rosenblum, your top 10. I'm sure that's forever changing, though.
Yeah, looks like the outside line broke up a little bit here, and they're going to be single file for a little bit.
Yeah, Strickland Jr. there just having some problems finding some partners to work with who will stay with him as he fades back here a little bit. Perhaps just saving his stuff. We know Paul likes to, save that, put that fast repair in his pocket for later in the race. Always a good strategy. This field is really getting strung out here. I'm really quite surprised.
Yeah, and look who's on the outside now, looking to get up to the front. Wes Hogue.
Yeah, Rowdy to the top side here. And, he's our points leader, man. He knows what he's doing out here. And he's going to try and go right to the point.
He's getting a great push from that 22 of Brad Patton.
Yeah, Brad Patton, another guy who's always up here near the front. I mean, I say that about all these guys because they race so hard. They're all at the front on one lap or another.
Yeah, it's like Paul Strickland Jr. might have got real loose coming out of turn 3 there.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing a few guys starting to get a little bit loose as Rowdy takes the high line here to the line. He's looking to lead a lap. I think he got it there. I'm not sure. Yeah,
yes, he did.
Yeah, put Wes Hogue to the point. That's going to be another point for him, and he'll extend that lead in the championship, or at least maintain it with that point.
Yeah, and those leading laps are very important because, the field, we got, 23 guys in here? That's one position, really. So maybe if he can lead a lot of laps, get the bonus for that. Not exactly sure how their points work, but should be relatively the same.
As they're starting to get racy up here up front now. That 31 stuck third back on the inside of Logan Kress, and he's going to be looking to move forward. Brad Patton in there. Bolliard almost looking for some running room there. You can see the runs these cars get, and these guys have to check up or decide for another lane.
Yeah, I see Jonathan Gogue there.
Someone's on the apron back there.
Looks like Paul Strickland Jr. again.
Paul Strickland back here having some real problem fighting the car. He was down low trying to save that thing.
Yeah, it looks like he's fighting a loose car or something's going on.
As these guys come around now, they're about to come up on some lap traffic here. This could be interesting as they're too wide right now. They should be fine.
Yeah, they got plenty of room.
That's going to be the 12, Eric Brantley, having a tough start to this race. He's going to need a couple of cautions to get back in this thing. As you see Butler just pushing Rowdy Hogue there and looking to the outside a bit. And Wes going to kind of close that door as he continues to play Earnhardt out there trying to block both lanes.
Yeah, and Sean Butler, I believe, he's 6 points back, so he needs every point he can get to try to get back in this championship and lead the most laps tonight. So you're gonna look for him to make moves to try to get back out there.
Definitely. Butler's been doing a heck of a job this year. A little bit of bad luck here and there, but look for him to get up here and try something. So Wes Hogue still on the point here.
Yep.
Looks like Brad Patton and Bolliard are starting to get that high side working here, and they're ready to contend for this lead spot. But when you got great pushers down low, it is hard to get by them. It's totally doable, but not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, but definitely doable. Yeah. Man, I like the look of that 6 there. He's made moves early in this race, and he's right back up there and looking pretty.
Yeah, Riley Roush looking good out there, but Brad Patton looking even better as he takes the lead here. Put the 22 of Brad Patton to the point. We see the 21 of Eric Wineland back up there. I believe he was involved in that wreck a little bit. Not exactly sure. And the 31's up there as well again. Logan Kress.
Yeah, I believe the 21 was involved in that first wreck, so should be on a fast repair there. And here comes the 24, Jonathan Goke.
Yeah, Goke a lap down, still getting in here. I'm a little surprised to be up here when you're a lap down, but he's probably thinking lucky dog now that we're into a bit of a longer run. But if you're hoping for a wreck, boy, I'm not sure you want to be up here in this pack.
Yeah, to get the lucky dog, he has the 23 right behind him battling for that position, so he has to be up there, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, 10-4, and we got the 23 there stuck on the high side. That's going to be Boucher up there close to the wall, right outside of Goke. Goke can't be liking that too much.
They're fighting hard for that spot, so in case there's a caution that comes out, hopefully they don't want to be the caution, but hopefully they can keep it clean.
Ooh, as the 22 of Patton goes up a little bit high there, I thought Hogue might come underneath him.
And the 31's going to get pushed out in the third lane there.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. And you can see these cars, they're not perfect handling cars. I mean, Paul Strickland Jr. was getting loose out there, and I'm seeing a few guys starting to wiggle more and more as this run goes on. Speaking of the run going on, we're on 50% fuel, so pit stops are coming up. I mean, we had a caution back on about lap 4. We're almost 20 laps into a run, Casey.
Yeah, it won't be long from here, so we'll see guys start to get single filed up, and they'll make it here. Still 3 wide though.
Still 3 wide as Goke's right up there in the middle of all this. You got Bolliard on the high side. You got Riley Roush in the middle.
Oh, and Kress is in the wall.
Kress is wiggly. He's in the wall, and now he's wobbling and wiggling. He's got control of it. We got a car down on the apron. I think that was a 42 of Rosenblum down there. As they get it all sorted out, we continue under green. And they kind of, I think these cars are getting a little shaky out here. Perhaps they put a little more fuel in these cars for this longer race, Casey. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I still imagine we're lap 20 of this run probably.
Wow,
So
and you seen the 38 there, a Hogue. This car just made a violent move towards the inside there. These cars are shaking all over the track.
They really are. I wonder if this is a tire, a little bit of the tire model coming into play here. Man, I know you have to be loose to be fast. So, maybe they're just a little bit looser than what they'd like to be. The long run.
Yeah, I'm amazed by the movement of these things as it's about to get real fun up here. So you see the 23 pushing the 38 of Hogue right up to back up to the lead here.
Yeah, and that 23 is a lap down. He's the lucky dog spot right now. If he can get by the leader here, maybe just get back on the tail end of the lead lap, it'd benefit Goke. There's a caution.
So we see Eric Wineland peek up to the outside here. He's got Patton with him and Bolliard, and they're going to form up here and take a run at this this group on the bottom.
Yeah, with Brad's help there, he should get a good run down this backstretch.
Yeah, they get those other two cars. I mean, look at that run they're getting. Wow. And you still got the 97 and 54 of Cruz coming up there as well to help out. Those back two cars of Bolliard and Cruz are having a hard time catching up to those front two on the outside. A little surprised by that. Just outside of that range, I guess it could bring them in real quick.
Yeah, it's a little surprising. I think he's getting a run right now, though. Maybe. Maybe he's letting off. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe they're getting ready to do pit stops. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're on lap 28 of 80 here. Wes Rowdy Hogg out front. Hogue, sorry, Wes. You got Boucher a lap down there, sitting in the lucky dog spot. The 6 of Riley Roush. The 22 of Brad Patton. And the 32 of Sean M. Butler, all in your top 5. Looks like Patton might be slipping back a bit. So we got the 12 car here. That's going to be Brantley going another lap down. Man, he has got to be hoping for a caution. He can't believe his luck. Not using that fast repair and just suffering out here.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had too much damage that he really did there. Dash repairing.
So you come up on lap traffic up here. Looks like it might be a little more complicated as lap traffic running side by side. As they're and someone pulls off. Good job by them.
Yeah, it looks like Paul Strickland Jr. is going to get a pit stop here and put on some fresh rubber.
Yeah, smart thinking by Paul, saving the field, kind of sacrificing himself and perhaps a little strategy. So we see the 91 of Camper touch the wall there, trying to stay out of everybody's way. So right now, Casey, everybody just running, minding their P's and Q's, you know, saving their stuff here after that early incident. Guys, thinking about pit road, down on the apron. I'm not sure what's going on back there as those cars continue to wiggle.
Yeah, you don't want to go in by yourself, so I'm guessing that's what's in there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it did just get loose off the corner. They're all starting to get single file. I look for them to pit here this lap.
Yeah, we're on 31 of 80 here. You got to think they've done at least 24, 25 laps so far.
Yeah, say about that. Around that. I think we went to green and we're on lap 6 or so.
So they continue to run here. 1, 2, and 3. You got Hogue, Roush, and I believe Dragonetti's up there. So, and Butler's up there as well.
Yeah, they just, somebody made a call out that they're going to be pitting this lap. I see some of the guys in the back had already pitted, so.
Yeah, you see Morganti coming out there.
Look for West Head to be coming down pit road this lap.
All right, and he peels off as predicted by Casey. The 38's down, the 23's with him, the 21's right. Oh, there's contact. Gee. Looks like they gathered it up and got her under control here.
Very fortunate that didn't turn out to be worse than what it was.
Very fortunate indeed. As out on the track, Riley Roach takes the lead now, and Sean M. Butler and Dragonetti right there in tow as they continue to run under green here. I wonder how many they can do as, oh, we see him pull off. Riley Roach down. We got cars 3, 4, 5 wide coming into pit road here. Tricky, they got it under control.
What a great job that was.
Great job. We're not done. They got to get in their stall, but a fantastic job getting down pit road. Wow. Crazy, crazy out here.
I definitely held my breath there.
So back on the track now, you got Hogue out front. The 72 of Branch is going to be 2 laps down there on the high side. You got Goke out here, still hoping for a caution, I believe. So we'll just see where this fits in with everybody else as they come off of pit road. I think some guys are going to lose the draft here. Some are going to gain it.
Yeah, I think it was a great move to come in that last lap. Sean and Butler, he's going to be still out in front. They're going to get caught. And, it was a great pit stop by those guys, him and Logan.
And the biggest beneficiary here might be Josh Batista in that 13 as he comes to the point here. Or somewhere in that mix.
Yeah, 6th place. He's looking good there. Good pit stop by him.
So this is going to be your lead pack here. The 14 right now of Dragonetti's up there. You got the 32 of Butler and Kress just out in front of them. Hogue's on the high side. Riley Roche down there. The 13. That's going to be Josh Batista up there. Some other guys not doing so well, about 10th on back. You got guys like Alex Vasilio out there. Alec Karen, Joe Morganti, David Rosenblum, Brandon Cruz. All those guys off the pace out of the lead group.
Yeah, they didn't get the pit stop they needed, so it's unfortunate for them. But, yeah, plenty of race left, and they'll be hoping for a caution.
They've got to get lined up right now and stop fighting each other and get in line, get some time made up, as they are currently 7 to 8 seconds back of the lead group.
Yeah, it would really take a lot of communication to get back up to these guys up here in the lead group, so they definitely have to work together.
So right now Butler and Hogue are battling tooth and nail. Goke remains right up here but a lap down. The 31 of Logan Kress is going to be in there with Patton and Dragonetti, Batista, Roush, Wineland, Bolliard, and Vasilio in that second group. Vasilio, the start of that second group, as they've lost even more time there. Now, they've lost another half second already, Casey.
Yeah, it's just this lead pack's just turning such fast laps that I just don't think they're going to be able to catch them.
So we've seen them do close to 30 laps that run, I would believe. And we got, what, 42 laps left, so it shouldn't be much of an issue to split this in half from here, Casey.
Nah, we won't be having to worry about another fuel strategy race tonight. So
no, they should be able to go hard and clean and green. We'll see about the green part as they continue to run here. Pretty stable running here with Goke on that outside. Still a lap down. He's trying to get it back the old-fashioned way. You got Butler down on the inside pushing. I think that's Hogue down there.
yeah,
these guys up front, I mean, all these names outside of Riley Roush, who seems to be a new name for us, all these very familiar, very adept to this super speedway racing. We've seen them do such a good job all year long.
They really have. It's one of the best super speedway leagues you can find. So, these guys, they're really good at it. Anybody's looking for a league like this is one of the best.
Yeah, go check out Verdane Racing. Check them out at verdaneracing.net, I believe, or check out their Facebook page. A great bunch of guys. They do a podcast as well. Pit Pass, I think it's called, with Wes Rowdy Hogue and Paul Strickland Jr. doing that. Very entertaining. Go check that out. But yeah, head over to the website. Check out their stuff. They got some great stuff there. And, these guys really take care of their members.
They really do. Man, just to have the opportunity at those prizes, man, that's so.
Yeah, absolutely. That rent-a-race car prize, racing out at Stafford Motor Speedway, just incredible. You're gonna have the angry tree guy on the hood. Not sure on the number. I think he said 77 or 27. My bad, I forget. But a lot of fun out there. Last year's winner was out there and running really good in an actual race. And the engine let go. I'm not sure if he overheated or what exactly happened there, but he had a lot of fun and was doing really good up till the point of his failure. And you really can't ask for more as a racer to get in that real race car. So big shout out and thank you to Rent a Race Car. And of course, Rowdy's Dippin' Services, who are great sponsors here as well. Low Budget TV today came on. They're sponsoring their race. A great bunch of guys over there. I'd have to put up a pic of this belt here just to remind everybody of that beautiful championship belt in the style of wrestling. Any of you wrestling fans out here, I know a couple of the guys in this league are big wrestling fans. And I know if I won that thing, Casey, I'd be walking around town with it, because that's just the type of enjoyment I would have with it.
Heck yeah, I'd go, I'd be showing off with my buddies and stuff like that, maybe take it to the bar and stuff like that. Just showing it.
Can you imagine walking into your local bar, over your shoulder, just a big smile on your face? As we see Paul Strickland Jr. there, he is showing 2 laps down. He's going to go 3 laps down here. Really unfortunate for the 94 car.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's 2 weeks in a row. Last week he had that glitch where he got.
Oh, we got contact. We had Goke come down from the high side, and it looks like he might have got Butler. That punted him down, right down pit lane. He's going to get a horrific speeding penalty for that as he goes right on through. He shouldn't get one, but he will. That is going to be traumatic for the 32 of Sean M. Butler.
Looks like Ian Flash is on top of it, so he cleared his black flags. He should be good to go, but he's going to be way behind.
All right, well, at least he saved that. He'll hope for a caution to get back up here. As we've seen these cars wiggle around, Goke just made kind of a violent jump down to the inside there and kind of got him. That's 2 for Goke. I mean, I'm just saying it the way I see it, folks.
Luckily, they were able to save it, and Sean's going to have another chance at it later in the race.
Could be some of my bias coming in. I never was a big Gordon fan, so I don't know. I'm a big Goke fan, though, I got to tell you. I truly am. But, yeah. Right now, Wes Hogue fighting Logan Kress, who's going to move to the point here. Oh, Goke thinking about coming down and did not join him there. Good move. I don't think he would have made it down there.
No, they're getting really racy up here.
So put Logan Kress there, last week's winner back to the point.
Ooh,
See,
more
Gok
contact
again moving around up there. Did he get hit a little bit, or?
I'm not quite sure. I'll look at it here in a minute.
Yeah, Kress, Hogue. We got Dragonetti sitting in third. Looks like Riley Roush sitting right here in fourth. That's going to be fifth. 13's up here, Batista. You got Wineland up here. Bolliard. Gok's up there. And he's fighting that 23 still for that lucky dog spot, and he's determined to keep it. We got Patton. And then we go back to Sean M. Butler, all alone on the track, currently sitting in ninth spot. Well, he must be beyond that. This is, I think the scoring loop's a little behind the times here.
He's that other pack's just about ready to catch him, so he'll be back there within 15 plus seconds back.
Okay, scoring just off for Sean M. Butler for whatever reason. Something to do with that penalty, I think, that he got as there. It clears itself now. But we're looking at the 03 of Kenan Kusan. Not sure why the app is not showing correctly. We'll have to get a look at that later. Back up to our main group here. Logan Kress still on the point. He's got Wes Hogue on the inside with him, and you got Gok fighting on the outside with that 23 car, or that 22 of Patton there. Yeah, he's got the 22
really
of Patton.
wants to get out. He really wants to get back out front there and kind of control the buddies of him being out front when the caution comes out, if it comes out.
Yeah, that's got to be the thinking there, but he has got no fast repairs, and he's put that car through a beating, man. It looks real banged up and real dirty at this point.
Yeah, all these cars look real dirty. I mean, I don't know if they're out on dirt or what's going on here.
Yeah, those marbles really kick up here on iRacing, and they get all over, especially if you got a white paint job. Your car will just turn filthy.
Yeah, I'm looking at that 6 car, man, and it just looks like he went through the grass or the mud.
Yeah, we got an old mudder there for sure. Well, we talked about running on the beach. Perhaps it was a rainy day on the beach, and that's what they're running. You know, all joking aside, Casey, that's really got to be something that they correct. These cars shouldn't be that dirty, in my opinion.
And I think they will. I think they've heard some feedback on it for a couple weeks now, so, or at least a couple months maybe.
Hashtag soon.
We'll get it whenever we get the go-karts, I guess. I think they canceled the go-kart.
So we still see those cars moving around a bit as Hope kind of jumps up the track a little bit there. And he's got to be careful. Gok's on the outside. Gok has not been given a lot of room to the inside lane.
Yeah, he's been using that side draft, so through the trial, you know, cars tend to step out or step. The guy in the inside line behind the leader usually kind of leans up, and so we got to be prepared for that.
You know, as we chat away here, Casey, we look up to the laps, and we got 29 to go here. These laps are ticking off, and these guys a lap or 2 laps down, man, they're running out of time for this caution. I mean, it's looking more and more like a non-caution race from here on in.
Yeah, it really is. And if we get to the next pit stop here, it's going to break up even more. So, you know, I don't know if we'll have another caution tonight.
Well, we've seen what could happen here during pit stops as we check into our keys to the race here. You know, the fast repair thing, we hit some early, hasn't really come into play because there hasn't been more cautions. But at the track position, along with the pitting, we have seen that as that second group now has lost over 8 seconds from already being back 8 seconds. There's 16 back to ninth place Keenan Kusan. And this is exactly what we talked about pre-race.
Yeah, the 23 pushed the 22 up 3 wide there.
Yeah, dangerous little event there. As we continue, these cars, I'm telling you, are just not completely stable here as we've seen them gyrate around the track a little bit.
Yeah, they're definitely a little bit probably slimy out there, those tires.
So Logan Kress, last week's winner, still on the point here, doing a great job. He's got Wes Hogue, our points leader, right behind him. And in our top 5, we got Dragonetti, Roush, and Patton. And actually, we'll just round out that whole top group. We got Wineland, Bolliard, Batista, and then it's back to the second group of Kusan, Butler, and others.
Yeah, Boyard's having another good night tonight. Just staying up there, being rather sound in the top 10.
Yeah, Jared Bolliard having another good night. He's had many of those as he continues to ride around here in, I think, only 3 points back, Casey, in the points. Doing another fantastic job. Been really impressed with him all season long.
Yeah, he's been managing these races rather well, so he's been keeping himself in the points pretty good. Looks like they might be over pits again. I don't know. 23 dropped back there. I don't know what his strategy is.
As we look in on Bolliard from the in-car camera here, you can just see how difficult it is to see as he peeks to the inside just to see where the corner is, get his entry point set, and you can see that car come up on entry, getting a little bit loose, back down. Not a good handling car right now. He's down on the line there on exit. Boy, oh boy, do they look like a handful.
Yeah, they really do. You know, to push the speed in these cars, you really have to get that thing a little uncomfortable being real fast. Unfortunately, that's just what the consequence is.
You can hear him almost letting off. I mean, this is really ill handling. I'm even more surprised being in the cockpit just how bad this is handling.
Yeah, I mean, look at Paul Strickland just struggling tonight because he looked really good early, and then I think the tires are just wearing more than these guys expected them to, and kind of punishing them.
Yeah, it must be the case. We get down to 23 to go. These guys now in their pit window. It'll be interesting to see if there's a strategy call here by anybody. I think you might have some guys on pit road. You got Vasilio, Karen, Brandon Cruz, Morganti, all on pit road right now.
Yeah, that's a good strategy, I think. They're behind, so they got to do something different.
Yeah, not a bad call. I mean, get in there. I'm not sure. I don't know what I would do, to be honest with you. I'd probably ride around, but I don't think these leaders are going to pit until they have to. So probably a good call to get in here early, get some work done, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, they're in a big disadvantage anyway. So, what can you do? I mean, they're gonna be probably a lap down whenever they come back out, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. You usually catch up to the group when you go in with them. Oh, and we're looking at leaders all coming in there. A bunch of guys down pit road. Looks like the 38 a Hogue.
The 22, he went off track there. He might have a penalty on that.
So 22 of Patton having a problem there. That could be big trouble for him. So we just sit here with Hogue and see his pit stop. He's down and away. Bolliard right there with him. Looks like the
Great
21
pit stop by
of...
those guys.
I'm sorry, was that?
Great pit stop by the 38 and the 97.
Yeah, it really was. The problem with super speedway pit stops is you're only as good as your weakest link. You're going to need 2, 3, 4 cars. So, I mean, it's not wasted, but you're going to go back to that fourth guy coming off of pit road. That, not sure who that is, as we see more people down on pit road. Logan Kress is in. Dragon Eddie is in. Looks like Riley Roche down on pit road as well. As the 22 is down and away real fast.
Well, the 22 had that penalty, so...
Oh, he was just serving a stop and go, perhaps?
Yeah, I think he had a speeding penalty. 31, he's going to be looking for some help here.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. He's going to come off all alone with a great pit stop. Really doesn't matter if you got no help. You're just going to be
that
fading.
is flying by right now.
Yeah, and he's going to be in trouble here as these top four go right on by. I don't think he's going to be able to latch on, but he might be able to bridge it between who comes up behind him and that group. God, they're way back though. He is all alone. So unfortunate for the 31. He might be able to just hang on here, Casey.
Yeah, it really depends on the 22 here. If he can catch it, if he can get grab a draft off this 22.
I think he might just squeak back up to these guys, and that'd be great for Logan Kress. But right now, our points leader, the 38, West Rowdy Hogue, on the point. He's got Eric Wineland right behind him, Jared Bolliard, and I believe Josh Batista in that group.
Yeah, great job by these guys out front here. I mean, that was a great pit stop. It looks
Actually,
like Logan's
Batista's
gonna be able to catch him.
Batista not in that group. He's going to be 6 seconds back with Riley Roche as well. And this is what we talked about. You know, keys to the race, pitting and track position. These guys did not get their pitting done correctly. And, we see Roche trying to file in behind the 13 of Batista and tags him. Now, they're going to keep going, but he does not want to slow down that much, and he just ran right into the rear end.
Yeah, Logan just got it enough to where he's going to be able to catch these guys in the lead pack here, and he'll be good for the finish.
Yeah, Logan Kress here, fighting his way back to that pack, doing a great job. Got a little help from the 14 there. That's going to be Dragonetti, who's a lap down, and that's going to be good for this battle. This will make this a four-way battle for the lead. You got Batista, Roche, 6-7 seconds back. That's from this pit stop. From the previous pit stop, you got guys like Butler, Karen, Morganti, and Cruz over 20 seconds back. So pit stops, very, very key.
And with that penalty, Brad Patton is now back in 14th on the tail end of the lead lap with Jonathan Goke right in front of Wes Hogue.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Brad Patton. he's going to be him and Goat fighting for that lucky dog spot at this point. And as we've seen, I don't think Goat's going to be content to ride around behind the 22. Oh, as the 14 goes high, he's got the 31 of Logan Crest with him. 14's a lap down. He's fighting for that lucky dog.
Wow, the race within a race here.
Definitely, we got two separate races in this little group here, the lucky dog and the race win. We'll see with 16 to go if these guys ever get a caution or how much they affect the outcome of the race. We might have teammates up here, and we're looking 3 wide at the front here for the lucky dog. Unbelievable. All 3 guys a lap down.
They got to do what they got to do. I mean, this is it's near the end of the race, so you can't blame them.
Absolutely not. There's nothing to blame. You're fighting for a lucky dog spot. Now, when we come down to 1 to go or something, I don't know what you do, but that's for them to decide. But Hogue makes his way through this little mess, we might call it, and he's going to take a run on the outside to get back to the point here. And Alec Caron's up there. Now, is he fighting for the lucky dog as well? Or is that Eric Wineland? My bad.
Well, that's Eric Wineland. He is the second place driver right now. We got Wes Hogue, Eric Wineland, Jarrett Boyard, and Logan Crest, your top 4.
Yeah, there you have it. So, all these guys having good years. I think Logan missed a couple races, but he did win last week. And, of course, Hogue, the leader. Wineland and Bolyard having a good year as well. So all 4 of these guys are going to make it really tough on these other guys who've had bad nights tonight.
Yeah, and let's see, what place is Jonathan in? Jonathan Goke is 14th place, so he'd lose 14, 15 points at least. Be interesting to see if he's still behind the leader when it comes to white flag and what his deal is. You know, try not to lose as many points as possible. But
Yeah.
Wes Hogue, I mean, he's the leader, and Boyard is tied for second place in the points, and he's running there in 4th place, so he's not going to gain much at all tonight. I mean, he's not going to gain with any strategy, you know. He might try to pull or whatever.
Yeah, they're going to need the caution. As we look back to the second group here of Butler, as they're just in line here, got Butler, Karen, Morganti, Cruz, it's like Kusan, Atkins, all these guys just hanging on, and they're fighting for position back here, so they got a little race within a race. We basically got 3 races going on, Casey.
Yeah, we really do, and man, Goke pulled out again. The 14 didn't want to go with him. I mean, they're fighting for that lucky dog spot.
They really are. We got Patton pushing Goke here. Both those guys a lap down. The 14 of Dragonetti, so the whole high side a lap down. As Goke swings it down in front of our leader. He's going to jump right on the nose of that 38 of Hogue and take the lead. It's a good job by the 24. It's going to put him in a good spot here if caution ever does come.
Yeah, he's in a good spot for sure compared to his competitors in this pack. Here comes Logan Crest on the outside.
Yeah, Crest was waiting for that room to get to that high side. And what seemed like a barrier to him, these lap cars, is now a barrier to Hogue. These guys are using these guys as shields and blockers and little pieces on the chessboard to use and put Logan Crest back to the point as Hogue goes up.
Yeah, Hogue's going to get help from Boyard here on the outside.
So 10 to go. Logan Crest, last week's winner, takes the lead here. Our points leaders in second, Wes Hogue, Eric Wineland, and Jarrett Bolyard And the only 4 here left fighting for this win if we don't get a caution. And for those just joining, of course, all the other cars in this little group here fighting for that lucky dog. So a little dual race going on.
And how frustrating this might be for the leaders, you know, to have a couple lap cars in the way, and you know, it can be frustrating for these guys at times. I know I've been frustrated by it sometimes.
It definitely can be and is, but you know, you also have to understand they have stuff to race for here. Like I said, I don't know what you do when you get down to 2 to go. Do you get out of the way and let these guys race it out or not? But you have something to race for. Every point counts as a championship, and you're racing for a lucky dog spot, which is huge. There's no letting off here for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan is second in points, so he definitely can't be giving up anything in case there is a caution on that 2-lap barrier.
Yeah, Jonathan currently shown in 15th spot. I mean, he's desperate to get a caution out here. I don't think he's going to get one. I think if we see one, it'll be on the last lap. I mean, we might have a green-white checkered after that, I suppose, which might give him a shot to pick up some substantial spots. But usually when these packs break up like this, you just don't see the cautions.
No, you really don't. It's even in an official race, and you'll get a long green flag races once they do the pit stops and stuff like that.
So Logan Kress on the outside here, Casey. Do you think he's just gonna? Is he purposefully riding on the high side, just in on the outside of Hogue there to kind of block him in, or is he really trying to get up there?
You know, you're always thinking strategy at the end of these races. You're thinking what can get you in the best spot, and we got what's coming to 6 to go already. I mean, man, this race flew by here, and yeah, I don't know what his strategy is. He might be just trying to keep on the outside of the 38.
Yeah, he might be, and then but you have the other car jumped in front of him there, kind of took away that lane, and that's maybe the downside of kind of laying back like that. You leave an opening because you got to remember these guys up here, they're not laying back. They're still fighting for that lucky dog. That's Patton there in the 22 fighting. And
yeah, the 14 there, he's lapped down. He would be the lucky dog at this moment, but he's definitely not going to be wanting to sit back there either. Whoa, he's real loose.
Wow.
Oh, real loose.
As Logan Kress takes it 3 wide to the high side, he's looking to get back out front here. And he's going to jump down to that middle lane. That's where he wants to be. That box is in that 38. He's got all the help in the world with these lap cars. He's going to fall right back to where he was, right beside Hogue, and box him in. And I think this is a strategy call by the 31.
Absolutely. What a great move that was.
Yeah, Wes has got to be feeling pinned in as we get down to 5 to go here, coming to 4 to go. I'm really quite, amazed by the strategy of Logan Kress, the thinking. I love a thinking man's driver. And I gotta believe this is exactly what he's doing. He's gonna maintain that spot on that outside lane. He's gonna keep that 38 just boxed and hemmed right in there. He's got the 21's boxed down there as well, and Bolliard at the back just waiting to make a move.
Yeah, these guys are, those second, third, and fourth place. They're just boxed in. There's nowhere for them to go unless they really hook up together and try to do something different.
Yeah, I think you'd have to see Wineland back out, him and Bolliard go to the high side 3 wide. This may be their only play. I don't know. These situations always remind me of that Smokey and the Bandit movie when the truckers were boxing in the cop car, and that's how he feels right now.
Absolutely, and they're breaking up on the outside line. I think they're coming back now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got 2.5 laps to go.
You can see Wes is starting to push. So is Wineland. As Wineland almost kind of gets into Hogue there, gets him a little bit loose. But Hogue was starting to push. I think he wants to get clear of that high side, and you might see him slip up in front of Kress if he gets a chance. We're on 2 to go here.
2 to go. We'll see what these lap cars do. Man, they're going to be pretty aggressive. Here comes Wes Hogue. Looks like he was going to give a good push. Maybe he's holding off yet.
There's nowhere to go. He's boxed in. A masterful job so far by the 31 as we come down to 1 to go here. Oh, and he's starting to fail a little bit.
Oh,
a little opening. There goes
Bolliard.
Bolliard.
1 lap to go, and the 31 and the 21 make contact. And the 21 saved it.
Oh, there goes a 22 into the wall.
We'll see if this 21 or 14 and the 31 can hook up here, as Wes Hogue is right behind Jonathan Goode. And here comes the 31.
So Wes Hogue, your leader, a big run by the 31 with a 14 pushing of Dragon Eddie. He's going to go to the outside. Hogue's looking for room anywhere he can go. His only choice to push Goke here and hope he can outrun that 31. Logan Kress is on the high side. Hogue stuck down low, pushing for all he's worth. Kress up high. Contact. And the 31 of Logan Kress will make it 2 in a row. Wes Rowdy Hog taking a little ride after the start finish. Oh, a big ride afterwards.
Oh. Wow, what a finish.
Unbelievable finish here. Logan Kress making it 2 in a row. What a fantastic job. He did that great job of boxing them all in. And then when all heck broke loose, he fought his way back on, took that high side, got a major run. What an excellent job. Logan Kress, a race winner.
What a great job. I mean, what else could Wes Hogue do there? I mean, he didn't have much help there. He's kind of boxed in, so unfortunate. But it was still a great finish.
Yeah, we're gonna take another look at the finish here and just see all that happened here. We're gonna go back quite a bit here and try and catch that last lap. Very thrilling finish to this race here. So you can see here that Logan Kress here already back a bit. We don't want to go too far back to the wrecks, but he's starting to get this big run on the outside. He pulls up there. The 14 goes with him. He's got to be thanking that 14 of Dragon Eddie. He owes him a lot here for this race win as he hooks up with him. Hogue thinking about going high, thinking low, doesn't know where to go. Almost contact, maybe some right at the line. What a finish. Unbelievable action.
Yeah, for it all come down to the side-by-side finish like that. I mean, after 80 laps, we were broken up for a while, you know, and it still produced a great finish at the end of the.
Oh, it was incredible finish, especially with that few of cars. I just can't believe what we just witnessed. It's going to be another great night for Logan Kress. And Wes Hogue, of course, going to maintain the points lead. Bolliard gathered it up. He's going to come home in 4th. And why don't we do that right now, Casey? We'll run down our results right here. So in first place, Logan Kress, you've seen it. What a finish. The 31, masterful job, great racing. Wes Hogue will come home in 2nd. Eric Wineland in 21 will grab 3rd. 97 of Jared Bolliard will be in 4th. Josh Batista, Riley Rouse, Couson, Atkins, Butler, and Morganti will round out your top 10.
Yeah, Brandon Cruz, Eric Karen, David Rosenblum, Jonathan Goke, John Dragonetti, Brad Patton, Felix Bouchard, Paul Strickland Jr., Joe Branch, and Eric Brantley top 20.
Yeah, the Facilio, Styles, and Camper rounding out your field there. What a race. I'm out of breath there. You know, it was kind of a strategy or a good pit stop race, Casey. And then at the end, we've seen all that intrigue with those lap cars up there fighting for the lucky dog, the battle between Kress and Hogue. You know, and Bolliard not getting his chance he was saving and waiting and didn't get a chance at the run as he got involved in a little incident there at the end, but saved it. Oh, just a fantastic finish.
It really was. I mean, every week we show up here and it's just like a different story every time, and different style. Different way the race unfolds, and man, it was a thriller tonight.
It really was. Right now, we'll take a short break and we'll come back with our post race report and get our top 3 interviews. Welcome back to Full Throttle TV. We got our race sponsor, Low Budget TV, and the Low Budget 225 from Daytona here in the Rent a Race Car Super Speedway Series. We had just an amazing finish there that's going to, be really great for Kress, and Hogue's going to extend his points championship and all of that. It's just fantastic racing here at Vinane Racing.
It really was. It was great race, and for Wes Hogue and Jared Boyard, they did a great job for the points battle. So very good.
We did. Another guy who did a great job tonight, the 21 of Eric Wineland. Eric, great job, man. 3rd place tonight.
Thanks, Dean. Wasn't without a battle. Didn't want to go down without a fight there. That one was tough. I'm kicking myself because I honestly expected a late race caution. I had the fast repair still in the bank that I should have used because I still had some contact from that lap 13, 14 incident. We were crossing the line right around then when Paul was having his moment early in the race. But managed to make it work, battle back. We played pit road perfectly. What was it? Wes, Jarrett, and myself were talking. We got on and off pit road perfectly. We just happened to get Kress caught along as well when the lap cars got in the mix. And oh man, was that frustrating. But it's one of those, you understand it, but at the same time, you're so damn frustrated with it.
Well, a lot to unpack there. Yeah, we had that early incident. I think he did the right thing, saving that lucky dog. You would expect another caution, but the way the pit strategy, which we talked about early in the race, would come into play, and it did. The packs got broken up, the cautions went away, and then you're talking about the last part of the race was the most fun for us to watch. And I know it's frustrating as a driver. I've been there, been super frustrated with lap cars up there, but you had 3 guys running for the lucky dog, 4 guys running for the race win. Very frustrating. The 31 doing an excellent job of really boxing you guys in on the low side and frustrating you at the same time.
Oh yeah, Dean. Kress was getting some help from Dragonetti, who was a lap down, and we're sitting there on comms just saying that, like, this is so frustrating. We're trying to trying to let this play out between the four of us, and we just couldn't really get it to play out. And then I lost the help behind me from Jarrett whenever Patton slapped him. I think it was Patton slapped him down to the inside, and Jarrett was on for a ride. And then
We've
I
seen that.
tried to get cute.
We've seen that.
I tried to
Eric.
get cute.
Go ahead, man.
I said I tried to get cute, trying to force Crest up the track. Ended up clipping him a little bit, and I never let out of the gas till the car started death wiggling. And by then I caught it, but I happened to clip Brad.
Yeah, you have to try what you can try, and but talk a little bit about the death wiggle and these cars. I mean, we were in the car there a couple of times looking at guys, and they did not look like they were handling like a normal speedway. Very difficult car to handle out there.
Yeah, when you get down there, that final stop was 2 tires. Hogue, myself, and Bulliard decided let's go lefts for trying to make the stop as quick as we could. And they drove fine, but when you're getting frustrated, you start driving a little bit of rage, and you're trying to force issues, especially so late in the race right there. You start moving around trying to find that hole, make something happen. And that's when we got wild like we did.
Yeah, it did get wild up there, man. It made it super entertaining. Great job, though, Eric. 3rd place finish, man. You're going to have a good points night. You know, you're going to still be chasing Wes a little bit, but just an excellent job, and congratulations on 3rd place.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate you guys, what you do for putting this on. And, of course, the admins here at Vidane, Wes, Paul, and Ian, they do a great job of getting us righted. It was a lot of fun. Just wish it was 2 better.
All right, man. Casey, that was Eric Wineland, our 3rd place finisher.
Yeah, what a great job. He had a great race, and you know, just didn't play out at the end like he needed it to. So, but good on him for a nice top 3.
Yeah, you could hear some of the frustration from being boxed in on the bottom there from him, Casey. And I think you're sitting with another, perhaps semi-frustrated 2nd place finisher, Wes Hogue.
Yeah, I'm here with Wes Hogue. Wes, great strategy tonight. Good pit stops. You stayed out of trouble out of that first caution, and got up to the front there. And man, you guys had a good strategy. Tell me about your.
Is this show rated PG?
PG only, Wes. PG only.
It's a good race. It was clean. I ran a good race.
Okay. Yeah, you did a really good race there. I know it was frustrating at the end there. I was telling Dean, you know, it's always frustrating for the leaders whenever they're dealing with lap cars at the end of these races. Man, those lap cars, they were still, you know, they were fighting their own battle, and you're all just stacked together there. And unfortunately, you know, kind of got you boxed in there.
It was a good race. It was clean. We ran a good race.
I'm just here because they pay me.
Shout out to the Paul and Ian, as well as everybody that raced tonight. Only 1 caution tonight, and it was early, and we got that out of the way. That was one of the longer races of the season. That was cool. I'm not mad at one person. I'm mad at the situation. When you got lap cars up there battling to be the lucky dog, you don't know when that caution is going to come out. I totally get it. I'm not mad at any of the drivers. I'm mad at the situation. 2nd P2 in a row. Congrats to Logan. His 2nd win in a row. When he shows up here, he wins. I really had a lot of confidence going in those last few laps that we could get it done. When they started wrecking to 1 to go, I didn't think that Logan was be able to get the run that he got. And he did. I was already extremely hot underneath the hood. I couldn't stick to the 24 the way I wanted to stick to the 24. And it is what it is. I coming to the line there. I just wanted to make it interesting and gave Logan a little rub. I'm never one to take anybody out for a win. I just wanted to make it a little interesting there. But and I'm happy for the broadcast you guys put on, and frustrating. You know, most might be happy with the P2, but we can do better.
Yeah, it was all circumstances, considered there, you guys got the second place. You gained on second place in the points, up to 7 points now. Gapped third place a little bit, so it was a good points night for you.
It was, and that's the big picture, and that's what I got to remind myself is I am the points leader. I'm points racing out here. You guys typically see me riding around in the back. I'll tell you, I had issues tonight. My VR wasn't working. I'm having to race without a VR. I was having some connection issues, mic issues. My live stream for Twitch was messing up. I've had a very long day today, and man, I didn't even expect to make this race, let alone finish all 80 laps on the lead lap and not use a single reset. So I really should not be complaining. Anybody else, would be happy about it after the day that I had. But man, when you're that close, second just doesn't feel good.
Well, Wes, you did great, man. Hey, refocus a bit here. Give us a little shout out for your pit, your podcast you do, and all that you do out there, Wes.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I have two avid viewers that watch my stream and watch your broadcast. One is Casey Feaster. He's a front-wheel drive dirt track legend here in Florida, as well as Justin Lapp. He's not even a sim racer. He's a Verdane fan, and he's able to watch because of the feed that you guys put up each and every Saturday night. So thank you so much to allow these guys to be able to watch this. Thank you to them for watching. As you guys know, Verdane.net, it's where you find the driver spotlights, which we have fun with, as well as Verdane on Facebook, Verdane Racing, and as well as you want some entertainment on Facebook, check out NFPH Unleashed, North Florida Predator Hunters Unleashed. We have some fun on there. I'll let you check it out yourself, see what we do.
All right, Wes. Hey, great job. I know you're frustrated, man, but nobody did anything wrong, like you said, and Logan kind of forced that on you guys. He did a masterful job keeping you locked down on there. You'll get over it soon, and you'll be on to the next one, man, and we look forward to seeing you out there.
I appreciate it, and again, I'm not upset at one certain person. Logan ran in the Pro Series for a reason. The guy's smart. He's a great driver. He did everything he needed to do, and I just didn't know what to do. I held a line and hoping it worked for the best for me. Had a 50-50 chance there, and I could have been behind the rest. I could have been taken out with Jarrett. I could have fell back like Eric did, but fortunately, I was where I needed to be, and we had a good finish. He beat me by half a car. And we'll be back at it next week at Talladega, and we're gonna have some fun. Or I'm sorry, next week is at Michigan in the Cup car. A little wrench in the schedule from what you're used to seeing. So that's where we'll be at next week. Thank you guys again for everything.
All right, Wes Hogue, our second place finisher. Casey, he can hear the frustration in his voice.
Yeah, you really can. It's unfortunate for the circumstances there, but a second place finish, you can't really complain about that. Unfortunately, he didn't get the win, but good points.
Yeah, great points night. One guy who had a better points night last week's winner, this week's winner, Logan Kress. Congratulations on the race win. Just a masterful job, Logan.
How we doing tonight, guys?
Good, good. We were watching, man. There's lots to talk about with you. Let's start back a bit. Like, we had the early caution. I'm not sure that you got any piece of that or anything, but later in the pit stops, you almost lost the lead pack, just clinging onto the back there and managed to pull yourself back into it. Talk a little bit about that part of the race.
Yeah, I honestly forgot about that until you just brought it up. But yeah, I was working with 5 other guys. We lost 1 or 2 guys each pit stop, and it ended up being that last pit stop. It was just myself. Came out just by myself, and I knew I was screwed. But then I totally forgot Dragonetti. I think he blew the pit road entry, so he had like a 40-second penalty. After he took the penalty, he came out, and he kind of came out in the perfect position where, as I caught him, as the lead pack blew by him, I could run up and catch him, and then like that eliminated half the gap, and then I could just push our way back up to the lead pack.
Yeah, you owe a lot to Dragonetti. He brought you back to the pack. He pushed you to the win. Now talk a little bit about the end there. We were watching for the last 5-10 laps there. You're on the outside. You've got West boxed in. You've got the 21 of Wineland boxed in there with him. And it looked to me like you were thinking to yourself, this is perfect. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here and boxing these guys in.
I'll be on. I owe a huge thank you to NASCAR for putting the giant billboard they call a spoiler on the back of these things with the giant quarter panel. That's the only reason I saved that on the last lap. But yeah, honestly, with the lap cars, it was weird. I used my relative for the first. I usually run with the F1 box up. I had to use the relative for the first time just to see who I was actually racing, and it was came down. I was only racing Wes, and I think Eric maybe it was on the lead lap. But yeah, there was a lot of times I didn't know if I should hop up, and I knew at the end, like the last lap, I wanted to be leading a line wherever that was. So that's why I ended up on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, maybe on purpose, not on purpose, but keeping those guys on the bottom, they were all boxed in. And we talked to both the second and third place car of Hogue and Wineland, extremely frustrated. And from my point of view, I could almost feel you in your car, almost like saying, I'll bet you they're getting frustrated and almost having a laugh over it. But we thought it was a great job. Now, as you come around, you're coming to the checkered flag. I mean, we had some incidents there on the last lap. A couple guys getting into each other, and Bolliard spun off. He was on the lead lap as well. Wineland kind of got a little shaky there as well, and it come down to just you two. There was four of you, 2 lap cars, and you and Wes, and you were back, man. You got a heck of a run, and Dragon Eddie just pushed you right on by to the win. Almost a little contact there at the line too.
Yeah, I almost wrecked myself going to turn 3. We got a huge run on Wes and Goke, and I queued up in TeamSpeak, and I was like, Dragon Eddie, I'm gonna count you down. When I get to 0, I'm cranking this wheel hard right because I thought Wes was gonna throw a huge block me all the way to the third lane, basically. So I was just trying to prep for that, and he didn't move, so I still cranked the wheel, and I was like, oh, he didn't move, and then Dragon Eddie saw that he didn't move and kind of stayed second lane and almost hooked me. But yeah, it was fun. It's always fun racing Wes. He knows how to race and like how to race hard. It's always fun racing guys like that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a great bunch of guys here, Wes being one of them. They do a fantastic job. Even with the broken up packing or whatever, you guys put on a heck of a show. Very entertaining finish. Logan, this is your second win in a row. Congrats again, man. Give any shout outs you want to give to anybody or anything. The floor is yours.
I just want to thank Wes and Ian and Paul and everyone who brought this series or this league back. It's always fun to run here, and obviously you guys for coming back every.
All right, Logan. Congratulations again. Casey, that's Logan Kress, our race winner here at the 225 from Daytona.
Yeah, what a great 2 weeks he's had. His first 2 races there, and he's won them both. And man, he had to fight for both those wins. So good on him. And looks exciting for the rest of the season. Some good competition out here.
Yeah, some great competition. And we heard him talking a little bit about next week. That's next Saturday night at 8 o'clock here, sponsored by Angry Tree Guy. We got, I think we're going to Michigan instead of Las Vegas, which is going to be great. These guys have been on Talladega and Daytona all year. We're going to take these cars to Michigan. It's going to be an entertaining show, man. These guys, they know how to do it. Michigan basically a super speedway at this point. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come join us right here on Full Throttle TV next Saturday night at 8 p.m. Of course, we got our Wednesday race with Full Throttle Sim Racing. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's a Blackwater Products USA Truck Series, and they'll be at Homestead. That's going to be a great race. Make sure you come and check that out. But for tonight, for me, for Casey, that's about going to wrap it up for us, and we'll see you all next week.